No, I just want to have a cordial conversation.
What? Oh, no. I've been telling your colleague that it's very difficult for me. When I tried speaking at Mutale's place, I broke down. So it's traumatic, because all three of them were very close to me. They were my very good friends. So it's very difficult talking about them, knowing that, they are departed. It's extremely difficult for me.
I can understand, but tell us, how did you hear about the news?
Oh, no. It was, I mean, as usual, I picked it up on social media. I couldn't believe it. I made the calls, and the shocking revelation came that my three colleagues were departed. So it's extremely difficult, as I've told you, to talk about them. So I would pass for now. I don't want to break down in front of national TV again.
It's okay, we understand, but that was Dr. Dominic Ayine, the Minister of Justice, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. I'm just trying to get closer to a number of appointees, especially those that worked with a number of them in the previous administration, and then now I have here with me the Honorable Elvis Ankrah. He happened to have served with a number of these ministers, especially Dr. Omane Boamah, who in the previous administration, that's the John Mahama administration, was Minister of Communications. At that time, Elvis Ankrah was Minister of Sports, and so we're just trying and get closer to him, have a word with him, and to just pick his thoughts and his emotions here. But as I said earlier, still a number of appointees here behind me, and I have also spotted members of the civil service who have gathered here to pay tribute, but that's exactly what has happened. I have with me here Elvis Ankrah. You're welcome to Channel One News. I know that you have worked with a number of them, especially Dr. Omane Boamah. He worked as Minister of Communications. You were Minister of Sports. How did this news come to you, knowing the working relationship that you had with him?
I was called the night before that His Excellency the President was going to Gomwa at the Pentecost Convention Center. So I was there waiting for the arrival of the President. And then after a while, I started getting calls. Have you heard what has happened? Can you confirm? And I said, what has happened? So I tuned into the radio. It wasn't clear, so I went to Reverend Wengam, and he also said he had received those calls, and he sort of confirmed. So we were all confused, demoralized, and then I called the Deputy Security Coordinator in Kumasi, and they were in a convoy. He said they were going to the crash site, so that I knew, because some you are hoping that it's not true. And when he said they were on their way to the crash site, then it was. So we returned to Accra, and the news started filtering, and it was just, I mean, anybody who says Berman, so that's the most foolish thing anybody can say. I cried, I wept. I mean, I can't hide it. I wept, I cried, because Omane Boamah in 2008, when I was the Deputy General Secretary in charge of operations, he was like my closest ally. All the operations, we were together, from the whole electoral process to time to the courts, that Saturday or Sunday court case. We did all those operations. Then in 2012, when I was the campaign coordinator for His Excellency President Mahama, he was my deputy. Then after that, like you said, I became the Minister of Sports. He was Minister of Communication. We worked through cabinet, very, very, very close. Now, recently, he showed me a book that he had written for Professor Mills, and he said he was going to launch it at the end.
Peaceful Man.
Yes, and that I feature in that book. And I was asking him, what have you written about me? Let me know. And now I'm wondering what is going to happen to that book. So that's how close we were. Mutala, when he was in ASU, I was with Nooks and SRC in Legon. We worked very, 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 very closely together. We are very, very close, like brothers. What's his name? Sapon, when I was Deputy Minister for Local Government, he was the mayor of Kumasi. We were so close that sometimes when on Fridays, which I call the market days, food soldiers come and they finish you. A Sapon I'll call. I say, Sapon, I'm dry. And then he will send me money, reinforcement. So that's how close. We went to China together on the urban transport project. When I go to Kumasi, when there's time, I go to his house. So that's how close we were. Like, I mean, Muniru, I met him in the lift on the 4th floor last week. And he was telling me, oh, he's been appointed coordinator, deputy coordinator. And that, you know, they're gone.
This is coming as hard news to you, but for those of you in government, what are you learning from all these that has happened?
It's evolving, you know. It's still, we are still in a state of shock, disbelief. We are still processing it. You cannot process this kind of thing in 2 days. You can't. If anybody says he has processed everything, no, we are still processing it. We are still coming to terms with it. First of all, the technical side, what happened? What was the state of the helicopter? You know, what is the service? Is there something that can be done on the technical side? You ask questions about life. Oh God, where are you? What happened? You know, a whole lot. So it's very complex. I cannot in one sentence say this is it or this is that. We are all processing it because it's just complex. For example, you take Omanibo, I'm an only child. You think about the mother, okay? What would the mother be feeling at this time? Can you imagine? And it could have been any of us. For me, that is the most, it could have been anybody. Because we all sent on errands by the president. And I think about the president, the heavy burden. The heavy burden. How? No, it's not easy.
I can understand that, but thank you very much for speaking with us. That was Elvis Ankrah, former Minister of Sports, and now has been assigned by the president. Was assigned by the president recently to be in charge of and the National Thanksgiving Day of Prayer. That's it. But still a number of government officials here would get close to a number of them and then just speak with them. But that's the mood here. A very unfortunate scene here, wailing, tears flowing as they pay tribute to these 8